In Texas, where vast fields stretch endlessly, my uncle's farm was torn apart by a herd of wild boars in just one night. The land was uprooted, everything left in ruins. My uncle, an experienced hunter who was used to deal with the occasional stray boar, had never faced something like this. The sheer number and savage boldness of the animals had gone beyond his control. With no other choice, he called in our hunting team, trained specifically to handle nightmares like this. And just like that, the hunt began. After finalizing our plan, we launched the operation right on my uncle's property. We hadn't gone far when a large, fat wild boar was already taken down. This promising start got everyone excited. To lure the herd into our trap, we deployed automatic feeders, evenly spaced around a pre-calculated area. The scent of corn quickly did its job. One by one, members of the herd arrived, digging around and fighting over scattered kernels. Staying highly alert, Mary took position, locked onto her targets. 1, 2, 3, then pulled the trigger. A clean shot. She dropped the wild boar with impressive confidence and skill. At the same time, Adam and I spotted another large herd hiding nearby. I quickly closed in, picked my target, and opened fire. The pellets from my air rifle struck the animal's body. It thrashed violently before collapsing. It wasn't a grand victory, but the rush was undeniable. I could feel the excitement building, and I knew the hunt wasn't over yet. Faced with the herd's overwhelming size and strength, we had to split up across the area to maximize our chances. Everyone stayed laser-focused, aiming carefully and pulling the trigger with speed and precision. The mission was clear: take down as many as possible before nightfall. This wasn't just a hunt, it was a race against time. The next afternoon, we resumed the hunt on the same farmland. As soon as we arrived, we unexpectedly encountered a large group of adult wild boars. They stood still, weary and cautious, watching our every move. I didn't hesitate. I lined one up in my scope and pulled the trigger. With a single shot, the entire herd panicked and bolted. We moved to another feeder we had set up earlier. The boars were still unaware of our presence, caught in the invisible trap of their own hunger. From a raised platform, I shouldered my rifle, steadied the barrel, and waited for the perfect moment. One squeeze of the trigger, one loud crack. The boar dropped almost instantly. We scattered more feed and waited as the sun began to set. True to their wild nature, the greedy boars couldn't resist the familiar scent. Hidden at a distance in a self-built camouflage blind, I quietly watched every move. When the target stepped into range, I fired. One clean shot. It wasn't just about scattering food. We also set up a massive circular steel trap, capable of holding over 100 wild boars at once. Its structure was complex, but the results were undeniable. As soon as one boar caught the scent and stepped inside, the locking mechanism would instantly trigger, the gate slamming shut swiftly and securely. As night fell, we monitored everything remotely via cameras. Just as we predicted, they were caught, one by one. In no time, we had trapped over a dozen boars with barely any effort. The next morning, we returned to find the boars still frantically trying to break out. But with reinforced steel construction, escape was impossible. We had caught so many boars in the trap. Even we were surprised. The whole team divided up to inspect, tag, and relocate each one from the trap area. That morning the air was thick with the scent of soil, steel, and quiet victory. Looking back at what we'd accomplished, we knew we had helped restore peace to my uncle's farm. The herd had been stopped. The plan had worked. The hunt was over. What do you think of this way of dealing with such a threat? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this face-off between humans and these uninvited wild beasts.